Wernher von Braun was the person of the time. He was the guy who had the vision to dream big. And if there's one quality that you can assign to the Saturn V rocket, it's big.
For the United States, Sputnik had been a gut punch. 4 years later, America's young president turned to one of its newest citizens to hit the Soviets back with a haymaker. Kennedy vowed to go to the moon before the 60s were over. Wernher von Braun was one of the few not caught off guard by the president's pledge.
Some of us at the working level were looking at each other wondering, well, how are we really going to do this? But von Braun was dancing in the streets. He was so happy with the decision. So he was a dynamic leader, and he had full confidence that we could do it. And I guess that confidence exuded right on down through the ranks.
Kennedy's promise was the commitment von Braun was waiting for. But the task of lifting 6 million pounds out of Earth's gravity was more than daunting.
In order to get that much weight off the ground, you needed an absolutely enormous rocket with very, very high thrust.
Von Braun went looking for an engine with unearthly specs. He found one the Air Force had shelved, called the F-1.
You've got millions of pounds sitting on the pad, and you've got to lift all of this straight up. You've got to just brute force this thing up into the sky. And the only way to do that was with the F-1 engines.
In an F-1 engine, the liquid fuel would first pass around the nozzle to cool it. Then it would enter the combustion chamber where it would ignite to produce 1.5 million pounds of thrust down through the nozzle. The F-1 would be the most powerful liquid-fueled rocket engine ever built.
The F-1 engine was and remains the most powerful rocket engine ever made.
But even that was not nearly enough. Von Braun's moon rocket would use not one, but 5 F-1 engines.
The 5 in Saturn V represents the 5 powerful F-1 engines that powered the first stage of the rocket.
In less than 3 minutes, the 5 F-1 engines would burn through 200,000 gallons of fuel just to get the rocket out of Earth's orbit. Von Braun knew the sheer weight and volume of fuel, combined with the vibrations of the 5 massive F-1 engines, would mean setbacks were inevitable.
The F-1 engines were so powerful that their vibrations ran the risk of tearing the rocket apart before it could even lift off.
The only way to succeed was to fail, again and again and again.
Now, a lot of people tried to learn how to fly before the Wright brothers, but the Wright brothers did it because they were incrementalists. They understood they had to start with the basics and then make incremental improvements and build on that experience. The exact same thing happened with the Saturn V.
As the F-1 tests progressed, von Braun prepared to try out his audacious 5-engine cluster. No launch pad in the country could handle that kind of firepower.
Launching the Saturn V rocket was almost as big an engineering feat as building it itself. We're talking about the most powerful machine ever made by man.
NASA had to build a whole new facility to meet the mammoth rocket's unique requirements.
In order to sustain this launch, the Space Flight Center really had to be built from the ground up. We had to manage 7.5 million pounds of thrust coming out of the bottom of this rocket.
Just getting the engines to the facility was a logistical feat in itself.
The roads didn't have to just be made wider. They had to be made stronger to support the immense amount of weight that each of these rocket stages had. 2 of the stages had to be transported by ship because they were so large.
John F. Kennedy personally kept tabs on the construction, making several visits to the site in 1963. But just 3 months after his final visit, an assassin's bullet took the president's life.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago.
What would become of the space program he championed?